This podcast is presented by Creva, a CBDA company that focuses on providing better health and wellness by using cannabidiolic acid to boost your body, enhance recovery, elevate energy, and increase calmness. The Creva A team has a background in botanical therapeutics, research, and engineering, which makes their product reliable and natural. Whether you're an athlete or have aches and pains, Creva is the product for you. No THC and naturally grown. Check them out at Creva_CBDA on social. Wellness for people and the planet.
Good afternoon, America.
Wow. Welcome back to Is That Good? Sports
Let's
Talk with a
go.
couple gingers. Episode 20. And folks, it's the finale. And in case you didn't miss that, Goldie wanted to be a part of the intro. So yeah, I think he did a really good job.
Yeah. Papa Triggs finally let me help him with the intro, so that's pretty good.
Papa Triggs. Is that a reference to Papa Smurf because of my height?
No, maybe, but it's more of just that,
Yeah.
on the
Papa
pod.
John's, Papa
Yeah,
Triggs,
it's your
Papa
thing.
Smurf.
You do the intro normally.
Yeah.
19 out of 20 times you do the intro.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, hey, man, you did a great job. It might sound a
Thanks.
little louder to our listeners, but who cares?
Yeah.
It's the finale, and you know what?
Well,
it's like the first day.
also, I feel like we should have been doing that the whole time, man. Like, the way our voices, like, yours is a little bit, like...
Yeah, I want to hear this out.
It's, your voice is, like, kind of a more raspy voice, like Minnesota raspy, like that.
Yeah,
what I did
I don't know
right
if I
there,
should say
that was
thanks or what.
Perfect.
So how would you describe your voice? I want to hear that.
I think my voice is, it's like a like a low soothing, like water,
like
I would
raindrops hitting water.
Like if you were watching, like
you could fall asleep to your
like
voice.
someone narrating like whales or like the sea. I think that's my voice.
Wow, that is pretty bold. So I'm basically a 50-year smoker from Minnesota, and you're basically
Deep Blue Sea.
ASMR sleep
Yeah,
sounds.
like National Geographic,
Yeah.
Deep Blue Sea.
Oh, I love that comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if it's going to turn out like that because
Like a British guy.
that's a weird combo.
I
See how that one turns out.
know, but they match up. They match up well together.
I think that just more touches on me and you, more the pod. Again, this is the last one. And it's going to be a little different today. I mean, because it is our last one, we're going to really try to just talk about our experiences on the pod and kind of what we've learned and kind of favorite memories, but not going to really do sports talk. I think just for our listeners, again, there's no interview. I think we just want people to listen and just like really what it's meant to us the past 5 months, so 6 months. And
Triggs also has a YouTube video coming out with kind of a couple questions we both answered about the end of the pod, which is good too. So definitely go check that out when it drops.
yeah, no, at ITG Podcast on YouTube, and like Vince said, we just shot that before this. So again, driving back from the rink today, like it's crazy. We were just reminiscing, the first episode, and this is our last time doing it, so it's for sure a mix of emotions, but
It wasn't like a just kind of run of the mill. The more I think about it, we actually were doing this for a while. So like,
dude, yeah, and that's
20 weeks, man, that's a long time.
Yeah, like we didn't take breaks. I mean, the only time we took breaks, so it wasn't like 20 in a row, but we did 20 weeks, but yeah, the only time we ever took a break, because my sister filled in 1 week. Remember you had the flu in November?
Oh yeah.
So
I've done 19 podcasts.
yeah, so literally, dude. Yeah, shout out Emma, came in clutch there.
Shout out Emma.
But dude, Christmas was the only time we took off.
Yeah.
And other than that, it's just we've really tried to just, I guess, get as much out there as we could. But I think that before we get into kind of the questions, and a lot of it's similar to the YouTube, but yeah, I'm just grateful that this all happened. Again, it all started from us having dinner one night, and I kind of always wanted to do a podcast, but I never really knew. I always knew I had to have someone to do it with, and for that to happen, I thought this was the perfect setup because juniors, you're there for the whole season, and Gouldy right away, we kind of clicked. and I thought they'd be
we're both gingers.
Oh, yeah, that was probably the biggest.
That was the lead off.
I'm like, sports talk with a couple gingers, because we were figuring out the name, and I'm like, gosh, Gouldy would be good. We're both gingers. We both know sports. We both have really good like chem, like good kind of back and forth.
Yeah, and just for clarification, who came up with the name for the pod?
I will give, if this ever copyrights one day, Gould actually came up with it, because we were at dinner. Actually, I'm going to talk about the story, the origin of the story. So Gould can, again, chime in whenever he wants. But
of course.
So we're at a really fancy Italian restaurant. And actually just trace back a little bit there. We actually were getting dirty looks when we walked in, because we weren't
dressed well.
We weren't dressed well. So, yeah, I mean, it's...
Nice Italian place.
It was a nice Italian place, and I sat down, and it was actually Andrew Kimball's kind of farewell dinner. But anyways, not really the point. But so I sat down, like, guys, I think I want to start a podcast. Gouldy, like, do you want to do this? And Gould, yeah, tell him what you first thought.
First thought was like, what? Is this guy for real? No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't care.
Was like, oh yeah, you know, that could be interesting, and you know, I don't really like make a decision right away. You know, I usually let things sit for a little, but you know, Triggs was pretty persistent about doing the podcast, and if he wasn't as persistent, we probably wouldn't be doing it right now. So definitely a good thing that he did, and then I said yes. It happened. We did it. And it was definitely a good experience.
Yeah, and here we are on episode 20. Yeah, no, it was, again, kind of run-of-the-mill, I feel like you said. And I think the funniest part was I gave you the... So I bought the stuff at Best Buy.
He was telling me we were going to start a pod, and I was kind of like... You know how when someone's telling you plans, you're like, okay, yeah, man, sure. You're not really sure if it's going to go through. And then the next day, he had already, like, bought all this equipment for the pod, and I was like, all right, man, looks like we're doing this thing.
Yeah, I went to Best Buy, and actually it's jokes. I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I mean, the stuff I bought, I think I used like half of it, but anyways, like, I even remember when I bought the little recorder for Gouldy. I'm like, yeah, dude, you can use this for your house. Have you even opened it?
I haven't opened it, man. Oh. It's sitting on my I have like this big mirror dresser in my room. It's still sitting on it. It's been sitting there for like 5 months.
It literally looks like a spy tape recorder. Yeah. And it's literally like the size of my palm. And
you like attach it to your computer.
No, like I'm just like, now that I know how it all works, I can just like, it'd be so jokes if you're at your house and I'm here like with my state-of-the-art Blue Yeti.
I know, and I had just like my Bose computer speaker.
Yeah, you're just like, hey, can you hear me okay? It's like you're talking through like a walkie-talkie.
Yeah.
Oh man, that would be a gem. But yeah, no, and then from there, I mean, basically, I think we got into it like the next couple days, because it was like a Monday, and I think we started right on a Wednesday. And it was like the first episode too. Like we were like, "This how are we gonna do this?" Kind of. It was a little like
it's crazy,
awkward.
Like, we worked like so hard for the first couple weeks. You know, like we still work hard and prepare everything. It's
more natural,
but it's way more natural now. Like I feel like we work less to get more now because we're so ready for it. Well, but the first couple weeks we'd like write down 2 pages each worth of notes, and it would sound like not nearly as good as it does when we do it now.
I that's a great point. I think that honestly, just not winging it, but more like the flow is just a better like conversations. Like at the beginning, if I'm gonna be honest, like again, very scripted. Like we took pages of notes and like, because it's hard to memorize like a lot of that stuff and just like but like at the same time be funny.
Mm-hmm.
But I think we've done a good job at like the yin and yang, like the back and forth, and like not to like throw Vin under the bus, like it's kind of a compliment. Like I don't think he's taken like actual notes for the past like 6 weeks. But no, what I'm saying is, dude, like you've become so comfortable with it.
Facts,
like
man.
I still need notes in terms of like just for scores and stuff. But I feel like football when that was over.
Yeah.
But no, like again, I mean,
I took minimal notes these past couple weeks, and
yeah. It's like,
I look up what I need, and I make sure I have the stats right. But
Yeah.
I used to like be putting my opinions in there and like what I'm gonna say. Now it's like I have the data, and I'm just gonna make sure I get that out, and then the rest of it I just kind of improvise.
Well, it's like quality over quantity.
Right.
Like before, dude, it was like you said, bro. I mean, I'd put like an hour in the notes the night before we'd record, and like looking back now, it's like I think we get better feedback off me and you just doing stuff like this, but then tying that into like sports. So it's like not as much. No one wants to listen to people just like talk about facts.
Yeah, just like stating facts. It's no good.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just episode 1, man, it was like, again, we'll talk on the YouTube about it, but like, I just remember us talking, well, the intro, and I was like, what should I say? Like, and I was like thinking of Ron Burgundy and Anchorman, like, good afternoon, or have a good afternoon, San Diego. Or,
stay safe.
Or yeah, stay safe, San Diego. So like, I was thinking,
right?
It's something like cheesy. So I was like, what can I do? And then I'm like, let's just do good afternoon, America, because we film in the afternoon or record.
Right.
But ironically, the first episode, I thought I had to talk like close to the mic, and this thing is powerful. I mean, me and Vin, like for the listeners, we're like probably a good 2 feet away.
Yeah, 2 feet
from like our voices and our mouths in the microphone.
Yeah.
But when I did that, oh my gosh, I was like a centimeter.
Yeah, you were like. You were like right next to the microphone.
But you can hear it too. It's like a screech, and like everyone's like.
It started off. It was like, here's the first pod, and it started off with like our little beat that we do before, and then it was just like static.
Actually, I'm gonna play it right now.
Yeah, it was bad, man.
Dude,
yeah, you gotta play it. You gotta. Dude,
honestly, man, like, but again, like, we're not even close to him, and I don't want to be like him. Obviously, he's in a lot of shit right now, but. Joe Rogan's first episode's terrible. It's chopped.
Really?
Like, dude, I mean, I just don't think people understand, like, it's just, the first episode is just kind of like...
Play it, man.
All right, ready? This is the intro. I'll start from the beginning. Okay, ready?
Fantasy starts, I think you can look at that.
Sorry, that's not it.
Start it over. Good beat.
The beat, we'll talk about that next.
Welcome to the Is That Good podcast, sports talk with a couple gingers. I'm your host.
I want to hear you.
Alongside me is my co-host and fellow ginger, Vincent Gould. Welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody. Very excited to get into everything. Mine's pretty good, man. Yeah. Mine was pretty good.
You have that whale, the whale voice. So
calm,
naturally,
it's calm.
Nah, but dude, I mean, it's crazy. Like,
dude, I wonder. I hope the microphone picks up on how bad that was. Like, that's bad.
No,
like,
it's bad.
Dude, our pod doesn't sound like that at all anymore.
All our listeners too. I feel bad for them. Like,
yeah, they just got.
That's a tough one, man. Like,
blasted in the ears with that.
If you got AirPods on. I mean, I don't care what volume you're on. Eardrums could have ruptured. Like,
yeah. If I told any of my buddies to go listen to our first pod and that came out for the start of it,
I did though. That's the sad thing. But no, I credit to our listeners. I think we like, again, we're not like a huge, but like we have guys like that'll tune in every week. Like, or you know what I mean? Like, there's guys that like, and women too, obviously. Like, and just in terms of like just consistent listeners that like our stuff. So again, appreciate that. But. Yeah, again, it's just like two gingers, 2 kids, and we're just like, let's just do it. And first episode was really just like, again, it was like a feel. It was just a feels, like how do you
just getting the feel of things, kind of. Neither of us have had
it's like training
experience
with
it, so
yeah. Well, then the beat, and then we'll kind of jump more into like our questions again. We don't want to leave it too short because you guys again.
We're at the 14.
Yeah, we'll try to be like the 30 minutes ish about this, but so yeah, I mean like the beat. So what I did was
real quick. I've been looking over at those cookies for like a couple minutes now, and I just got to know if those are pecan sandies.
Those are Russian tea cookies, and they're brutal. I looked at the label and I was like, do you actually want to try one? How about this? We'll add a segment.
Quick
taste review. You got to give a score, okay?
All right, so Trace has like these box of just.
Let me add. Wait, before you eat it, you got to say what it is, and then because I'm gonna film this right now. Wait.
All right.
Because they'll hear you. All right, so let me back up a little bit.
Wait, let me just describe to the microphone what it is.
Okay, yeah.
So I just looked up on Triggs' dresser, and he had like this big box of round cookies. Just looked so weird, and I thought they were pecan sandies. It's like, who buys pecan sandies in bulk?
Russian tea is weirder. That's
Russian tea is probably weird.
My great grandma used to make those.
Like, why do you have these?
She was awesome, but like,
you freak. Why do you even have these?
I mean, they're not great. All right, ready?
All right, I'll eat
3, 2, 1.
Okay, so taste test of the Russian tea cookie. It's actually pretty good. In terms of Russian tea cookies, it's probably like a 7.
7. All right, sounds good. The listeners are probably like, "What the heck is happening?"
The cookie's actually pretty good, but I don't understand. Like, you got to be kind of a psychopath to go to the store and buy just like a bunch of powdered cookies, big box of them.
Again, like, I just had this weird image or
They taste
memory.
like Christmas.
Dude, yeah, so that's what I was going to say. Like, my great-grandma, again, like, rest her soul, but, like, she used to make these cookies, and that she would dye them for Christmas, so it'd be green and red. And it was just, like, kind of a nostalgic moment. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, sorry for judging you.
Man.
Like
Just
that.
call me a psychopath. No, I'm kidding, dude.
That's like
it is
really,
weird. It is weird.
It is weird, but when you say the backstory, it's not as weird.
No, again, I had a memory that they were better than they are. But anyways,
they weren't that good.
Yeah, thanks for that.
I didn't eat the whole thing.
That actually was good content, but we'll add that to the video. But, yeah, so, like, going back to the beat. So, like, yeah, again, I was just, like, I used the app and Soundtrap, and I don't think people know this. You know there's a goat horn in that? Our intro?
What does it sound like, a goat?
Yeah, I don't really want to play it
is that
again,
what it is?
But, like,
yeah, that's a goat
I
horn.
mixed that with, like, drums and guitar, and then I synthesized it, or whatever you call it, and it's a goat horn. It's hilarious. Like, people are like, because it is, at the end, you're kind of like, I don't know.
It's a weird noise.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like, it's catchy, though.
But it's, I will admit, when I heard Trey send me, like, this little link, he's like, dude, check it out. This is our new intro music. And I was like, all right, like, you made it yourself? All right, let's hear what this is. But, that it was actually really, I had no problems with it right off the bat.
The gold horn one, too, for interviews is good.
Yeah, that, like, little horn, that horn that goes off is different, but it's, like, kind of catchy. Like, it's pleasant to the ears.
You bob your head.
You know? Yeah.
No, I appreciate that. But,
of course.
Yeah, so, again, let's get into kind of more questions. Again, you'll see it on the YouTube, but, again, just, like, kind of hear it from us both. Because in the video, it's kind of, like, one-on-one. But I guess I'll ask you first, and then you can ask me. Or I guess...
Same questions?
Yeah, well, I guess we'll just both kind of... I'll ask the question, and we'll both answer. Yeah.
All right.
So I guess the first is... I guess what's kind of been your favorite memory of the podcast?
I think I responded to this, by saying...
It's not really a podcast.
What?
It's more just me and you. Let's do that. What's our favorite memory with me and you?
Just, like, involving...
No, like, not even the podcast. We'll do a separate question, because, like, when you answered it, it was kind of like, it didn't have nothing to do with the podcast.
Okay. Do you want me to answer, like, the same way, or do you want me
Go ahead. Hey, make it natural.
All right. Well, all right, so, favorite memory. This is a funny one. It's, like... Beginning of the season, me and Trace kind of knew each other, and we had started this podcast, but we weren't like best buddies, like we knew each other and we were friendly, but we like...
This was before the pod.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, it was like first game of the year.
First game of the year. Me and Trace are kind of buddies, and like I didn't really know anyone else on the team either, and Trace asked me to drive with him. To drive him. So I ended up driving him. 2.5 hour drive to Philly if you go the right way. Anyways, I think it was there was some golf tournament going on. So Triggs is buzzing that on his phone the entire drive, and
Ryder Cup.
Yeah, Ryder Cup, and that leaves me to handle like one hand on the wheel, one hand on my phone, trying to read the directions through the New Jersey Turnpike where there's like 4 different off ramps, and I don't know where I'm going. All these excuses.
Yeah, for sure.
Long-term result, I took a wrong turn. Took us like over a bridge into Staten Island, which was just not at all where we were supposed to go.
It literally was like the worst turn you could have taken.
First game on the team, like I'm a rookie, And
just a bad impression.
like bad impression, man. Like
I think we showed up half hour before warm-ups.
Yeah, we showed up a half hour before warm-ups, and we're supposed to be there 2.5 before.
Yeah, like I think we missed team
2:15.
warm-ups almost.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah,
They,
I didn't
waited
have
for
my, and we're all supposed to come in tracksuits, and I didn't have my tracksuit on, so I got ripped by our captains and stuff. They were like, dude, what are you doing?
Shout out Lugs.
Yeah, shout out Lugs. He just scored a big goal over
Penn State, yeah. Or
Big
over
goals.
Ohio State, for Penn State.
to
Send
have
them.
them move on, right?
Yeah.
Just late third period.
Is that good?
Is that good?
Gonna-
Great for Lugs. I miss Lugs.
Gonna miss that, though. The Is that good chant.
Oh, yeah.
I
we
will
always
say
do.
people, though, have really used it more. And I don't know if that's our podcast.
Dude, it's definitely the pod. Everyone looks at you. and
I've
says,
even
"Is that
seen
good?"
stories like of people I know, and they're starting to say it. I'm like, because it just works for anything. If someone does something good, like if Luke's, for example, that like Insta story, you can just say, "Is that good?" And it's funny, but like it's so simple, and people are like, "That's funny." Like, but like,
And it's not like chirping the person.
no,
you know?
it's like
It's
it's actually like,
pretty-
"Is that
pretty
good?" It's
Pretty
a question, not a statement.
Good, yeah. Good wordplay
Yeah.
to base the pod around, you know?
Yeah, I wonder who came up with that.
Yeah.
Who's that guy? I should hire him. No, I'm
You
kidding.
should.
Yeah, mine, I guess, with me and Vin, I got a lot, but it actually just happened last weekend. I don't know if it's our
What
best,
was it
but
now?
it's subtle. It's just subtle memory, but it's so recent that it means a lot to me. So, as for those of you that, I guess it intertwines with me denting his door. So, obviously dented Vinny's door. Not great. Mother Nature, I think she's
Mother
suspect
Nature.
one. But anyways, got to get it fixed. Shout out Spetz's dad doing it right now. But so we had to. Vinny had to drop it off, and I had to meet him there to drive him back, right? So it was actually last Sunday, and he sent me the address, and it was. We're not going to give the address out because, like, that's weird.
Of course.
But he sent the address.
Why would you even do that? Like,
I don't know.
why? Nobody wants to know the address.
Unnecessary.
Nobody wants to know that. Nobody cares.
Flag on the field. Unnecessary information. 15
Just
yards.
just
Little
like-
dragger.
Just like,
Yeah,
Come
I had to
on.
make some sports talk today, but actually, Aaron Rodgers signed a deal for $200 million 4 years, and then Russell Wilson got traded to the Broncos.
that's our football
and
talk.
Ovechkin tied Yager for third all-time goals. All right, done.
That's our sports talk.
Yeah.
OV.
That's
They say.
yeah. We've gotten a little lazy. No, I'm kidding. But anyways, so sends me the address. And when someone sends you the address, you just naturally want to click it, right, and just assume that's it. But I admit to it now. I forgot to look that there was a city next to it that you're supposed to type in too, and I didn't really catch on that. But it was just kind of one of those days too where I really was talking to a lot of people on the phone, so I was just
Nice.
very distracted. Is that good?
Busy guy.
Anyways, so I'm driving and I'm like, but I kind of see this town and I'm like, this is South Jersey, like this, and where I want to go is like north, westish, and so I'm like, gosh, man, I don't know. I just kept going. It was like a 40-minute drive, and then I get there and there's this house. I'm like, is the auto shop in his house garage? And Gould's like, the best part is you're kind of like, no, but like it's kind of hidden. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I look around, I'm like, bro, I went to the wrong address. And it was the worst one, too. It was like 45 minutes south, and to get to where he wanted, it was another hour for me.
Yeah. It's pretty far every way you go.
And
then Trey's ended up Ubering me home.
Yeah.
Fat Uber cost for him. But
I had to soak that.
I would just let him soak it, and I didn't say a word because he just drove 40 minutes.
That
in
was
the wrong
that
way.
was brutal. I'm not
was
gonna
pretty
lie,
brutal,
but
man.
yeah, that's probably my. I guess there's so many.
There's so much botivity, bro.
Yeah.
There's so much.
We got some good memes, but that was a funny one. We just have so many, like, a lot of it's like just like either accidents or like stuff, and it's always like me blaming Vinny, but most of the time it's my fault.
I know, dude.
Yeah.
I just kind of soak it.
Yeah.
No, I jaw back at you sometimes, though.
Yeah, you're like tracks, but no. Yeah, that's probably mine. Okay, next question. That was a long one. I guess, what is the funniest moment while recording on the pod?
Okay, so I just thought of this, and this is different than my response earlier.
Keep
but
it PG.
Yeah, of course. I just think it's funny, and one time we put the GoPro right above us to film us as we recorded the pod, and I just think it's like really funny how different me and you are, like, while we're recording. Like, you wouldn't think so, but, like, I move, like, I'm constantly, like, moving around and fidgeting with stuff, and I don't think you, like, saw, there was a time lapse, and I was, like, moving around everywhere, and I don't think Trey's moved one time over the 40-minute podcast.
Yeah, I get down. Goolie's like, oh my god, how long?
I'm, like, fidgeting much.
You do that, or you, like, get in these weird trances. Like, you'll stare at something for, like if I'm because I talk a lot, like, so.
And I'll just zone out.
It would just be zoning, but that.
Yeah, man.
No, that's
it's so weird. I think it's funny how, like, different we are, like, about, like, everything coming up to it, and then there was just the way we talk and the way we, like,
the
act.
banter.
But it definitely, like, it works out well, though.
Yeah.
It matches.
Well, it's cool too because people, like, don't know what's happening behind the scenes. It's like you can hear our voice, but, like, that is true. Like, Vinny,
I'm moving. I'm rocking in this
Vinny's
chair.
getting up. Like, he leans back in his chair. Like, I literally, like, I probably stay in, like, a 1 meter, or not a 1, like, centimeter radius of, like, where my face
like,
moves.
your bubble the entire time, and I'm constantly moving and, like, dropping my phone and stuff.
Yeah. My favorite, funniest moment, and Vin kind of called me out for it, because I don't know. I could do two. I got to do that one, because in the video I'll talk about the other one, the ASMR.
Okay.
But, so, for years, my whole life, I've said, took it for granite.
Granite, like the stone.
Like the stone. And I 100%, like, I was like, this is how you do it, you know?
But what does that even mean? Like, what does that mean
I didn't know, man.
What did it mean to you?
It meant took it for granted. Like, but what it actually is, and Gould called me out on the pod, was, dude, did you just say granite? And I was like, yeah. Yeah, what is it? And he's like, it's granted. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been saying granite my whole life. I've told people, and I use it a lot.
Yo, the best part, honestly, about all that was how, like, after I said that to you, like, I know it clicked in your head, like, oh shit, like, oh, like, this is wrong.
Because again,
but I
tried defending it.
Yeah, you being from Minnesota, you know, like, you were like, no, man, like,
yeah, because Minnesota, it's just me.
just like Trey, you're like the only guy I know from Minnesota, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone from Minnesota, so anything Trey does is just
you group it, just
perspective I take. This perspective I take on all people from Minnesota.
Moment of silence. I'm sorry, Minnesotans. Yeah. I've cast a bad example.
Bad.
No, I'm kidding, but
classic.
Yeah, no, that one was funny. All right, next we got 2 more questions, and then we'll kind of wrap it up with, like, a sayonara. Is that how you say it?
Sayonara?
Oh, that was almost a bad one. Sayonara.
What'd you say?
Sayonara. I don't know. I butchered it. But, anyways, a farewell.
Like, per usual.
What are you... This is more of a serious question, I guess. What are you going to take from the podcast and apply it, like, later, whether it's business or just in life?
Yeah, so, as I was saying earlier, it's definitely very important in whatever you're doing to make sure you come prepared, you know, like the rink, and definitely for the podcast. Like, if I don't come prepared, I'm freezing up. I don't really know what to say. I'm not getting the right data, like correct information, and I'm not getting all of the information I need to out there. So it's definitely important for me to, you know, come prepared and take my notes and write it all down, get ready to go. So I think I'll take that into future experiences.
So, like, organization.
Yeah, making sure I'm organized, I'm prepared, because, you know, if you're going to things chaotically, a lot of the times doesn't come out the way you want it to go.
That's good perspective. I would say me, again, like, obviously organization, but for me, I think communication skills, like, obviously, like, me and Vinny talking to each other is so, like, natural, and not, like, I don't want to say, like, nerve-wracking, but more, like, it's just, like, not, I would never even think less of, like, what I say to Vin. Mm-hmm. But, like, that can sometimes be bad. But anyways, when I interview people, like, I think that was the biggest thing for me, because, again, I did the interviews, but, like, again, like, there was some where, like, I literally have never met them in person, and that's, like, literally meeting them for the first time on a FaceTime audio.
Like you're recording.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
It got really, like... That's why at the beginning I did, like, my close buddies and people I knew, like, just because it's just, like, again, it's like Vin, but, like, when we got later down the road, like, for example, last week I did Lost in McDonald. It was, like... I don't want to say he's, like, an icon of mine, but, like, in terms of, like, content and, like, kind of... Like, that's kind of what I would want to, like, be in terms of, like, his following is insane. And, like, it's similar, like, lives, I guess, we've kind of done, but... with that, but like, yeah, I just had to jump in right away and like basically just be confident and like not show signs that I was like nervous. Like I just had to. So I think like confidence in terms of when communicating with people, and again, I just think overall like networking and communication skills.
Mm-hmm. Great answer, Trakes.
Thanks, man.
Great answer.
That was an in-depth answer.
Great answer.
We actually got our GoPro, I don't know, saved, so we might have to do these all over after.
Really?
Yeah. On the phone. So, but Vinny, this is his last. It's like
it's my
senior
farewell,
year.
It's my farewell.
It's like senior year.
Yeah.
Gould's taking his last finals right now, and he's about to graduate.
Yeah.
But
a lot of stuff's wrapping up. We're going into playoffs and everything. So.
Yeah, we want to be focused. Again, people are like, well, why don't you guys keep doing it until? Because ideally we want the season to end of March, but again, playoffs we want to be dialed. We don't need distractions, and not that the regular season isn't, but
if you set a date, it's like
20 episodes has a good ring.
20 episodes, great.
Like, why would you want 23?
We had a 20 episode pod. Yeah, what do you want? 23?
Is that good? Is that good?
23 episodes. Also, like, what if we did one first week of playoffs, and then what if we got out?
Yeah, I mean, ideally, we don't want to. Obviously, we want to win it all, but yeah, you never know.
Then it ends so abruptly, and it's like we leave everyone hanging.
Yeah, I think too. Set a date, I think more is just to be dialed. But yeah, I agree.
Obviously,
like that's just but yeah. Anyways,
I'm just creating further examples.
I appreciate you.
Why we chose to do what we did.
I appreciate that.
Thanks. Of course.
Yeah. No, that's the biggest thing I've learned is to be patient with guys like Vinny. No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes like you're not sure if I have it all going on, but just give me an extra second and I get it out.
Yeah. It sometimes the sentences can be a little slow.
Yeah,
but
the brain
you're the whale, man.
It just starts clicking.
You're the whale
and then
watching.
I get it out eventually.
Yeah. All right. A couple more here, and then we'll kind of wrap her up. What do you... Actually, no, I'm going to ask this for myself, because interviews. What was my favorite interview? So you can ask that now.
William.
Will.
Yeah, your name's not even William. What am I saying? Will. What was the favorite interview that you did over your 20 episode...
Wow, that was really poorly worded.
Episode triumph.
Okay.
Is that good?
Good question, Vinny. I don't know where you came up with that.
With the word triumph?
I would say my... favorite interview. I mean, I think it was Lawson. I think that, again, we had unreal guests. Thank you to everyone who's come on. Because, like, it is crazy. We've had some really good guests.
Yeah.
Like, it's really draft picks.
Sick guests.
Just, like, really good educational stuff, too. Like, I think Lawson really, to me, was, like, a very good one. That's why I didn't really have an interview this week. Because, again, I just want me and Vinny to talk. But also, like, I just think Lawson just kind of summed up everything.
Really?
And it was just like, it was talking to someone like, and I don't want to compare myself to him, but like, it was like, kind of like a deja vu in terms of like, wow, his story was kind of similar to mine in terms of like what he was doing with content and just like kind of what we've done with the pod. And I just think like his journey with all that and like how honest and open he was about it. And like now that, I mean, dude, they have like 2 million followers on TikTok, like crazy, like 180K on Insta, like, and not that like me and you are ever gonna be that again. Like we're kind of shutting things down for now, but
but you're going off and doing your own things.
You
never know where that might take you.
Yeah, but exactly, I think that was my favorite for me because it provided some good intro. I'm gonna butcher this word, introspect. Yeah. That provided good introspect.
Introspective. I don't know.
That provided good insight. That's better.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Good one.
That was a really good answer, and then I just tanked it at the end. But yeah, that was probably mine.
No, I think that is a good answer.
All right, and then we'll do... Yeah, last one here, I guess. What are you gonna miss most of the podcast?
What am I gonna miss most? What am I gonna miss most about the pod? No, nothing. What am I gonna miss most about the pod? I'll probably miss.
Seems like you're stalling this answer.
I'm thinking, man. I'm gonna miss the way that all the boys in the locker room would bond over our pod. You know, like there would always be pod talk going on in the locker room. Like the guys, you know, would definitely like joke around about it a lot, but everyone actually wanted to know how it was going a lot of the time.
I think a lot of guys actually like it.
Yeah, and everyone would compliment it, and you know, I feel like a lot of guys definitely were like would like to do something like that, but they just didn't. It's hard to like get it started. You definitely got the ball rolling, and like I as I said earlier, I wouldn't be doing something like this if you hadn't just started going with it, and then I tagged along, you know. So
the recognition. Yeah. I think that's good, dude, because I think again you summed that up nice. Like I feel like a lot of guys, and I don't know if this is just like culture these days, like when someone does something, for example, like starting a podcast or like doing YouTube, like the first reaction sometimes isn't like, it's mixed, because obviously you'll be like, dude, that's cool, like that's sweet, but then it's like, bro, like what? Like kind of like, it's kind of like think they're too cool to not to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And it's like cool, like, but like again, like me and like more like me and you, like for sure. Like I like doing a lot of like the YouTube and stuff, but like I don't really care, and B, like I just enjoy doing it. So I think that's the biggest thing, and why me and you were successful is like we just enjoy talking in general, and it's like, okay, a podcast is perfect for that.
Yeah, and definitely like biggest takeaway from like all of this is it is more just that, you know, like there's probably so many people who want to do something, but they're just like they haven't worked up the courage, or they're just not sure about like if they want to put in the work that it takes to do whatever it is. But definitely it's good to go for things and try new things, be open to everything, you know, because
reach for the stars.
Yeah, you never know where it'll take you, and it's like, why not do it, you know? You only have one chance, so you might as well.
It's like Eminem, one chance,
one shot,
one opportunity. No, that was cliche, but it's true, because it's like more like me and Vinny too. Like this is just good. Again, it's like good. The more you can do stuff like this and get outside your comfort zone, the better in terms of like the job world. Yeah, but again, I think that's great.
And it's like, you're not gonna have a lot of time when you're older to just do random shit like this.
Yeah,
you know.
This was good. Juniors was perfect for this. What I missed the most, I'm gonna say, like, again, like I think just like honestly, like not to get like emotional, I just think Vin like coming over every week, like. And I was just like shooting the shit, you know, getting Jersey mics, getting food, and then, you know, we just do our pod. And
I'll have a number 13 Mike's Way.
Yeah, and they all know
giant.
But no, dude, it's true. Like it's just it's again, it's like something I look forward to in the week. I mean, as Vinny that might have changed, but
no, man. There's times where, of course. Like, the pod is a lot of work sometimes, and there's definitely days where...
When we're busy.
We're busy, and we had a long day, and I just didn't... Like, there's some days where, you know, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I was like, dude, I don't want to do this.
Like today. No, I'm kidding. It's ironic, though, dude. When we started this, I felt like our week lives were way less busy. And then when this happened, it was like it filled up so much. Yeah, I feel like everything flew by.
I used to do nothing.
Yeah, because like,
and then I still do nothing, but on Wednesdays I do something.
Yeah, Vinny's week really hasn't changed. No, I think that's gonna be what I miss the most, is just our banter and just like the laughs, and again, like it's good. I think that's the coolest thing of this, is we'll just have this memory, me and him. So
yeah, for real.
Yeah, that kind of, I mean, again, we want to shout out last time. I mean, not last time. Again, I'm probably gonna keep working with you. In terms of like content and just like down the road with their wax and stuff. But again, shout out. You want to say it one more time? You! Unreal Wax.
Why?
Natural beeswax again. Been using it lately, and it just stays on your blade. So
what
consistent.
I say to you today, Trace, in between periods of the game,
Trace, you got any?
My TJ was kind of banged up because I was just being
mucking
dumb.
in the
I was
corners.
just being dumb, and I just didn't tape my stick before the game. No, I was mucking in the corners.
I was trying to help you.
So I de-taped it, and I decided to do the pasta like candy cane around my actual tape drop. And good? So me and Triggs were playing with each other today, and Triggs looks at me like, Vin, dude, like, what are you doing?
Well, yeah, he's like,
this guy's botching me. This guy doesn't even care. Yeah. And then I was just...
Well, then he goes, do you have any U?
Yeah, Triggs, got any U?
Yeah, again, it's like is that good? It just it rolls off your tongue. You.
Yeah.
You got any U? And then, but all the guys have.
That was funny though. You like that TJ? Rate that TJ 1 to 10. Dude,
you did it the whole blade. You should have done half. If you did half, I would have given you an 8.7. But I'd give you right now. It's like 6.2. I mean,
no, it was good sty. I almost put in a one-timer from Triggs today, which was good.
Yeah. No, it was good. Yeah.
Except I drilled a guy right in the net.
That kid's got a bruise.
Wide open net. Triggs feeds it to me. I'm licking my chops. I get full contact of it.
Yeah.
Like that. Thing
good block by the kid.
Yeah, that thing was flying, but it went. The kid didn't even move. It went right into his shin.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't looking at the net, I guess.
That was like the pizza review. Sorry, talking about like scores. Like everyone like on the TikTok. By the way, check out at ITG Pod's TikTok right now because it's blowing up. I mean, we got. I'll look right now. It's
blowing up.
I mean, not like actually, but like for me and Vinny, it's got 6,000 views, 2,500 likes. So is that good? But anyways, check that out. But like, I did a pizza review and it was like I did a score and it was like 9 out of 10. And I got a lot of like rookie score because you did
that's such
number.
A rookie score. I saw that, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you giving this thing a 9?
It was really good though.
Like, it was actually.
It is
it was the pizza from the Ritz,
It is
right?
like I mean, I had the pepperoni and hot honey too.
Okay.
Apologies.
My score for that pizza probably.
Because you had cheese.
I just got a plain slice of cheese. It probably would have been like a 7.4.
All right.
Pretty good actually.
Yeah.
Like it was good pie.
Yeah, it was good. Well, guys, I mean this is kind of it. I mean, again, the clock was ticking and it has struck midnight. No, I'm kidding. Just cheesy. I want to just finish it cheesy as possible.
Well, this is it. See ya.
Yeah. See you next. No, wait, no, we can't. How should we finish it?
I'm a big
hey guys.
Irish exit guy, man. Like I don't tell anyone I'm leaving, and then
you're just a snot rocket.
Yeah, I'll just be like, "Yo, what's up?" All of a sudden, where's Vinny? See ya.
I'm just more of a sticky booger. You know, I like to linger.
You linger.
Well, I'm gonna say thanks for everyone for tuning in to Is That Good podcast.
Wait, do you want the last word?
Dude, yeah, you say that. Yeah,
right,
okay.
Let me go first.
I was going to be about to just freak on you.
Let me go first.
Okay, you go and then I'll say mine.
I would just like to give a sincere thank you and show my appreciation to everyone who tuned in and listened to my stupid voice for the past 20 weeks. It's pretty good.
Soothing voice.
Very soothing voice. Soothing, but sometimes I say stupid things. I'm very happy I did the pod and definitely think of this whenever my next opportunity comes along that I'm maybe not sure about, and then I think about this, take a chance on it. Who knows? So
take a chance on.
That's it for the pod.
Take a chance on me.
Don't start with that.
My closing statements for the pod. I want to thank all you guys for listening. Again, wouldn't do this without you guys. And thanks Vinny too. I think that.
Oh, thanks Triggs.
Yeah, I think again. I know it was sometimes you really just didn't want to do the drive over, but he was consistent with me. He put up with me for 20 episodes. Can't believe we hit 20. And I've just learned so much from this. And again, certain things like YouTube and just how to work with this stuff. And it really has made me rethink of potentially what I want to do when I get older. So, again, I couldn't do this without you guys and our sponsors. So, thanks to all of you. And, again, who knows? See you next time.
See you next time.
Is that good?
Is that good?